สนับสนุนโดยบริษัทสิงห์คอร์ปอเรชั่นจำกัด AIA วันนี้คุณตรวจสุขภาพการเงินแล้วหรือยังเอโก้กรุ๊ปบริษัทผลิตไฟฟ้าเอกชนรายใหญ่แห่งแรกของไทยเราไม่หยุดนิ่งที่จะร่วมสร้างพลังงานเพื่อชีวิตใหม่มาม่ารสต้มแซ่บแซ่บสะอ่อน
But you're running two companies at the same time.
Yes.
Just like having two children.
Yes.
Of course, you'll be accused someday, sometime by one of the children that you're being biased in favor of this more than that. How do you handle that?
Well, I handle it by making sure that every single decision I take as a CEO of Renault or as a CEO of Nissan, taking always in consideration the interest of both companies.
Which is not easy.
Which is not easy. But for example, at the level of the lines, we have a very simple rule, is that if there is a synergy which is to be developed between the two companies, like buying a part together or sharing an engine together or developing a technology together or going to one new market together, it always has to be win-win approach, always. I mean, I never make a decision where one company loses and the other one win. So we've taken a very simple rule, is we make decision based only on the fact that both companies have something to win in it.
In every deal?
Every deal.
Which is not possible because in some market,
yeah.
you may need Nissan to strike harder than Renault because the market is not for Renault, for example. How do you handle that?
Well, I'm not saying need to win equally. I'm saying to win.
Is it more appropriate to compare your relationship with the two as two girls rather than two children? Is it more sensitive than having two children? Children, at least you can say, I'm the father, I'm in charge, I will decide. Whether you like it or not, I'll explain later.
Yeah.
But if you have two girlfriends, it's not that easy, right?
Yeah.
Is it more like girlfriends or like children?
Let me tell you, I'm probably more expert as a father than as a man with two girlfriends. So let me talk about, I'm father of four...
Even living in France?
I'm a father of 4 children.
Okay.
And obviously I'm submitted to this kind of stress all the time, where one kid will tell you, you know what, you're not paying as much attention, you prefer the other one, you're spending more time here, you're spending more time there. And I think as long as you pay the necessary attention to each one of them, recognizing the fact that they are different, and anyway, that you're assuming your responsibility as father of each one of them, on the long run, they will recognize that you have been fair. So don't expect to be judged fairly on every single decision you make. But what's important that overall, they consider that they have a fair father. Now, for girlfriends, probably I cannot give you any particular insight. Maybe you can talk about it, but
no, I thought you were living in France, and that'd be a bit more accustomed to that kind of thing. No,
but
no time for that.
But you cannot extrapolate experience with girlfriends to the corporate management.
But cars are very much like girls. A lot of people say the designs and the attachment you have with cars, in many ways, are similar to having a girlfriend.
I would say when you make a decision, your relationship with the car is both emotional and rational. There are both of them. Emotional in the sense that design is important, you're right. Perception is important, brand is important. So you have some kind of a lot of emotion around the car, which are part of your decision making. But you have also a very rational side. What is the price of the car? What is the quality of the car? What is the service of the car? Do you trust the dealer where you are buying the car? So I would say relationship with the car is a relationship where you are mixing both emotion and rationality. For some people it's a little bit more emotional. For some people it's a little bit more rational. But for everybody you have the two ingredients. So I would not say it's mainly emotional.
This book, Shift, that you wrote to explain the inside story of how you turn around Nissan. Shift, what does it mean here? Shift in the car, shifting the gear?
Yeah, it's shifting the gear, it's shift business system, it's shift concept, it's shift performance, it's shift perception, it's shift brand. That means Shift is about going at a higher speed, going at a higher level, not accepting something routinely or bureaucratically. That's what shift is about.
It was in 1999, right, that
Yes.
you were assigned to save Nissan. Looking back, how many years now? 7,
8 years.
8 years
we're
now.
now 8 years.
Yes. Would you have done the same thing had you known the problems were that serious?
Oh, certainly not. Certainly not.
No?
You know, when you take a look back at the past, you're never tempted to say, "Oh, yeah, it was perfect. I would have never changed anything." No, I would have done a lot of things differently. I would have probably selected people differently. Obviously, after the facts, you know a lot of things that you didn't know before the facts.
right.
So it's much easier after to rewrite the story by saying, But any one of us, if you have to come back to the past, knowing what you know, you would probably have done things differently, and I'm not an exception.
What are some of the things you would not have done if you...
Well, there are a lot of decisions that I would probably taken more quickly than I did, or more slowly. There are some people that I would not have given responsibility, knowing the results of what they've done. That there are many things that, knowing the facts, you could have changed. But this is a very important element in management, that you better think a lot quickly and make the right decision, better than go very fast without enough conviction about one particular decision, and then spending your time correcting the consequence of it.
And the nickname you got from some of your people, the cost killer or the 7-Eleven, what was your favorite nickname?